Hello, welcome to part 3. Okay, I'll just jump straight into it then. Number 5, Blood Diamond. Now, I don't know the director's name. Zwick? Edwin Zwick? No, it's not Edwin Zwick. Hang on. I'm not happy, it was Edward Zwick, I had it right, and I just ditched the camera for 20 seconds. Hold on. Yeah, Edward Zwick does amazing films. I haven't seen Defiance yet, but I really want to. I'm going to probably get it on Blu-ray when I can. Blood Diamond was the second film of his I watched. The first one I watched was The Last Samurai. Blood Diamond was just amazing to watch. It was another film that showed me that Leonardo DiCaprio is probably going to turn out to be one of the finest actors of of this generation. I just love this film. The story, everything. Considering it's based on true events, it really gets you. You know, it really sinks in. Wow, you know how fucked up parts of the world can be. This didn't bring a tear to my eye, but I'm not completely heartless. I always think about the world when I see this film. Especially Africa, you know. Oh well. Can't stop or help what's beyond your control. Anyway, it was an amazing film, and if you haven't seen it already, I recommend watching it. It's not a film for the kids, but you know, it is obviously a really good one. Number 4, The Last Samurai. Now, this was back when Tom Cruise was still a star. It's another Edward Zwick film. It's my favourite film by him, and it's one of my all-time favourite films, which is why it's so high up. The Last Samurai came out when I was about 11, so I could never go to the cinema to watch it, and I'm always going to be upset that I missed that chance. It is an amazing film. It's the second film on my top 15 to star Ken Watanabe, who is one of my favourite actors. And it's Tom Cruise. I actually don't mind Tom Cruise in his films. His Scientology shit don't kiss my ass, but the films are amazing. The films he does are amazing, and this was the most amazing one I've ever seen. I just love the story. It is based, but it takes a lot of liberties with history. But it's just sad to see the samurai so easily wiped out by modern means, you know? Because I don't know how to explain it. That's how bad it is. I love the film so much, but there's just something about it which really makes you think and which makes me want to watch it all the time. Okay, yeah, so that's number 4. Number 3 is Iron Man. Right, now before people blast me on this, I loved Iron Man. I thought it was on par with The Dark Knight last year. And, you know, it's just the opening film. This is like the Batman Begins of the Iron Man franchise. So I can't wait to see what the Dark Knight of the Iron Man franchise is going to be like. It's not better than the Dark Knight by any means, but I think it's on par, if a bit slightly worse. Not worse, but not as good. I thought the film was amazing, really. I liked how Iron Man looked in the film. I liked the effects. I love Robert Downey Jr. As Iron Man and Tony Stark. So I think he really pulls it off. So yeah, I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed that film. It's also one of the few films on this top 15 which I haven't got, surprisingly. I'll probably get it on Blu-ray soon. Number 2, The Dark Knight. The Dark Knight is probably... It's always been a fight between this and one film for the number 1 spot. I love this film so much. People who have watched all parts of this would notice that there's quite a few comic book films on here. I do like comic book films, I do. And The Dark Knight is the best of an extremely good category of films. I love it, I do. Batman is one of my favourite superheroes, even before I watched these films and read the comics, because I watched the TV series when I was a kid. So I sort of grew up with Batman, and it's just amazing to see these new films of Christopher Nolan, because I saw the original films, and they were good, yet slightly worse, and these films are good, yet better. I really hope there's a Batman 3, another Dark Knight, you know, another Christopher Nolan Batman film around the corner. I think there is, I hope there is. Anyway, now the moment none of you have been waiting for, because no one watches my videos. Forrest Gump is my #1 film. The reason for it, brings everything in. There's not a lot in this film that's missed out. You want a war film? Forrest Gump goes to war. You want an incredible journey, and the entire film is an incredible journey. You want a film where it's someone telling a story? Forrest Gump is telling his life story in this film. He does everything in this film. And, you know, it's a film that makes me think, you know, makes me think in particular, you know, it makes you think. Treat people with disabilities, you know, with a bit more respect, you know, because whereas it seems fantastical that he would meet the president and everything, nothing in that film cannot be achieved. You know? Nothing in that film cannot be achieved. And to think that someone who is mentally retarded could achieve it all over someone who isn't, it just makes you think. I mean, people are people at the end of the day. It's not like there's something massive difference about them. And this film really shows it. I love Forrest Gump. It's a really good film. It's one of it's my favourite Tom Hanks film, and it is probably my all-time favourite film. And you know, like most of the films I put on the top 5, it does make you think about a few things. So yeah, that is my top 15 films for the 2 people who watched all 3 parts, and about the 10 people who watched 1 or 2 parts just because. Oh, and the 20 people who watched this part just because they wanted to know what the top 5 were. Thanks. Catch you next time.